Saving the best for last? Well, sometimes that's just the best way to do it. And we're going to go back one step to the 2024 San Francisco proofs in this year's Morgan and Peace program. Beautiful program, lots of activity. We love our proofs. But there's been a change in terminology over the last 3 or 4 years as to what is the first of something. It used to be first day of issue, day one, etc. But now it's the advanced release based upon the government's programs. So tonight, the good news is we have a few coins left. Usually they're sold out with our concierge service. So that means the masses get to see this time for the first time this year.
Here they are, everybody, the proofs. The Morgan and Peace proof dollars from the year 2024. These are the advanced release certified by PCGS. What does that mean? Steve just referenced there used to be a day of issue as being the first coins you could ever get. Well, a few years ago, the United States Mint developed a program, and it's an advanced release issue. So basically, they take 10% of the mintage, and it becomes available to a select number of dealers about a week before their issue date for releasing these coins on a regular basis to the entire public. We're very lucky to be part of that small percentage of dealers. And we got our coins, we got our allocation, we sent them to PCGS, and this is what we have out of it. A very, very low mintage figure, which is what, 30,000?
Well, again, the universe, there's 300,000 coins, and they give the dealers 30,000, only 10% of it in advance. So that way we can all have the coins for the government's official launch, which is usually a Thursday at noon. We can all go out that day and show physical coins. And everybody has a lot of fun. 90% for the consumer, 10% there. We're all talking in unison, all rah-rah, the best coins in the industry. However, because of the labeling and the desire for the most limited labels possible, if the coins get to NGC, or in this case, PCGS, before the actual sales date, they will put on the label advanced release, because it came to them before the official release, which means it's predating day one and or first day of issue and all first strike and all the other languages. So it's again, not to be confusing in it, but it's kind of how the program evolved. It was put together by the director at the time, which was Ryder, a number of years ago, and the industry has been working in unison since then. It's one of the few things we do work together on, which is getting this beautiful new stuff into the hands and talking about it. But the numbers, many of you know I'm a numbers geek, and I like looking at the numbers behind the numbers. So the global number is 300,000-30,000. But when you look at the actual numbers certified, in 70, perfect. That's when everything changes. And labels like this all of a sudden start to shine.
Now, these are the proofs, and if you look at PCGS's population report for proofs, you're going to see about 20,000 or so are in perfect 70, and that number will increase as the year goes on, as people find fresh deals or had them put aside, submit them to PCGS. You can still certify a Morgan and or a Peace as a 70, but what you can't do is get an advanced release, because once that official sale date passes, advanced release, the window closes, and that that population number, that census, is now complete. That number is only 1,924, and that's capped, and that is it. That's the number of Morgan and Peace two-piece sets in advanced release that are available, and that is it. That is it.
So again, looking at the numbers, knowing that's 300,000 to 30,000, again, 10%, and then you look at over 20,000 already, but we're under 2,000 on the advance. It just means the numbers are in our favor. But with all that said, still it comes down to price point, right? Our competition is currently selling regular 24 proofs, not these beautiful advanced, in 70 at $279 to $289 to $299 each. Right? We're looking at give or take $550 to $600 for the pair. This is the premium product, the perfect 70s, and it's less per coin. That's the fun about this one tonight.
Exactly. $249.95 each, and a lot of people out there, a lot of companies make you buy the pair, right? And you can only get them if you buy them as a set together. But we're giving you the opportunity and the option to buy them individually, whether you're a Morgan fan over a Peace fan or vice versa, or whether the budget allows for one or the other now. And we totally understand that. So we're giving you the your choice option, which is buy one or the other. If you buy both, you're still going to save. As Steve just referenced, our competition is north of this price for regular proofs. And I mentioned earlier, that population report is over about 20,000, and it's going to rise. These are set at 1,924 sets, and $249.95 is a great value.
It's a crazy value, but there's something else to talk about. And again, being the numbers guru, not guru, this is the number, I just crunch numbers. I look at this stuff, and I look years in comparison and so forth. The first proof Morgan and Peace came out in 2023. It was exciting. It was last year, and we were all talking about it, right? There's a hiccup in year 2 and year 3 with every program. If you look back at history, U.S. coins in general, and you look at the Walking Liberty series, the Standing Liberty series, the Morgan Dollar series, what do you normally see? Year 2, there are coins that are, well, today, years later, way more valuable. Because people got the first one, they were happy. And then years later, they try to complete their collections, and all of a sudden, that one that's really low is now, well, really expensive. Look at the 2023 proof numbers, and then look at the 2024 proof numbers. Knowing that over the next month, that number will grow a little bit, as Allison said earlier, but you are going to notice significant drops in the number of 70s. It could be this the way the government's decided to strike. Again, lots of stuff on their agenda this year. Don't know, but I do know one thing, numbers are numbers. If one coin has 40,000, the other coin has 20,000 in 70, which one is the coin? The popularity index will always be with number 1, but the rarity index is always with the lower number. That's the key to any series. Check these out on top of everything else. And I've been blabbing, I apologize. I'm good at blowing through stop signs. Guys, can you give us a 30-second clock, please? It's time for us to wind this one down.
Now, Steve referenced earlier in the beginning of this chat that a number of these were scooped up by our concierge service. That means we had people on a list just saying, I'm in for one once they're available. And that means what? That means that we don't have many left available for you guys tonight. And I'm going to say right now that if you are shopping online via the web, which is avccoins.com, get on the web now, process that checkout for either one of these or both, secure yours. Once you get an order number, that coin is yours. Don't let this one pass you by.
Again, advanced release matters. The numbers matter. Oh, and by the way, in 70, our prices are lower anyways. It's just a win-win all the way around. Give us a call.